Season's greetings, Internet, and welcome back to the next video of the 12 vids of Oxmas. Now, today's video, this one's gonna be kinda silly. It's kinda stupid, I'll admit that. Because today, we're reviewing some more holiday junk food. And no, it's not cereal. No, it's not another weird mishmash of Mountain Dew or any kind of weird soda like that. Today, for your viewing pleasure, I'm going to be eating Reese's Cups. Oh, but no. Not these kind, no. I'm going to be eating some of the special holiday-themed ones. Yes, I went out of my way to purchase some Reese's holiday trees. But not just one. I did not just get chocolate. I got white chocolate. So I'm going to be eating each of these, or at least taking a bite from one of each. And because, here, let me explain the whole reason behind this. I've had a question that's been bugging me when it comes to, the holiday Reese's Cups. Do they do anything special with them? Do they do anything to make them different from the Reese's Cups from the rest of the year, other than, like chopping them up into eggs, pumpkins, or Christmas trees, depending on the time of year? I am surprised that they haven't done a green chocolate shamrock Reese's Cup yet. It's probably just because it would be unfeasible, what with the stem coming off of the shamrock would be rather flimsy. It'd probably be a little bit hard to get the chocolate on there just right. Also, the green food coloring could probably wind up leading to issues later on, like with the Hallow Whopper and the problems that thing had. But that's a topic for another time. So, with all of that said, I'm going to be trying the normal chocolate one first, because, well, why not? And then I'm going to be comparing that to a regular, or I guess in this case you could say a king-size regular Reese's Cup. See if the flavors are any different, see if there's anything actually special about the trees other than them just being, tree-shaped. And then, after that, I'm going to give the white chocolate tree a taste and see if there's anything different about that. I have a feeling that, because it's white chocolate, it's going to have that white chocolate flavor to it, which is kind of a duh kind of thing. But we'll see how this goes. Both of these are Best By July of next year. Wonder, what's the Best By of this one? Does it have a Best By date on it? Oh, yes. These ones apparently don't reach their Best By date until October of next year. Ooh, you get a whole 3 months more out of these than you do out of these. I suppose that's one difference between the trees and the cups. But anyway, I'm getting distracted again. Oh, one more thing before we act. I just noticed something right off the bat that is actually different between these, and no, I'm not just stalling for time, though I am stalling for time a little bit. I just realized that the regular chocolate ones only have 170 calories, if you can see that right there in front of your face. Whereas the white chocolate ones, for some reason, have 180 calories. I wonder why these are 10 calories more. Is it because of the, what's the word, the white crema that they use to make the white chocolate? Does that have more calories than regular chocolate? I would never have guessed. On that note, what's the calorie count on these ones? Okay, so according to the back of the regular ones, there are 200 calories per serving. So each serving in this is 2 Reese's Cups, because this is a 4-pack of Reese's Cups. So I guess the little ones, because they're thinner, yeah, they're a little bit thinner. These ones have about 70 to 80 less calories than the Reese's Trees, just because there's less peanut butter. Okay. And I suppose I could have just looked at the front of the package. Right there on that crinkled edge, it says right there, 200 calories per serving. Per 2 pieces. My bad, I misread that. Okay. So now we move on to the portion that I was trying to get to, but then I distracted myself with a calorie count. One definite thing that's different between the regular Reese's and the Christmas ones is obviously the packaging, because I mean, these ones kind of have an almost Christmas present type thing going on. The same thing can be said for the white chocolate or white crema, if you can read that there. Trees. How it's orange in the middle, then it's got the green on the sides here. But yeah, yep. Also, obviously on the packaging, these ones say white Reese's Tree, and the cup on this one is white, whereas on the regular one, it just says milk chocolate Reese's Tree, and the cup image is in dark brown. Let's see, net weight 1.2 ounces, net weight 1.2 ounces, 34 grams. So they weigh about the same, according to that. And that's one thing I've never quite understood with these. The packaging, you know, it's like this on this side. You know, the Reese's is right side up and all the lettering is right side up. But if you turn it around, everything's upside down. So it makes one have to turn the treat over this way if they want to read the nutrition facts, and you can't just go like this. That's silly on the behalf of the Hershey Company. By the way, not sponsored. I am not sponsored in any way, shape, or form by Reese's Cups at all. Not sponsored by the Hershey Company. Not even sponsored by Hershey, Pennsylvania. None of it. Okay. So now then, let's open up our little peanut butter chocolate presents. And I'll open them one at a time, and when I get them all open, I will parade them in front of the camera so that y'all can see. Alright, so here's what the normal one, the milk chocolate ones, look like. It kind of looks like a tree, but admittedly it also kind of looks like a turd. I can't be the only one who thinks that. Also, it could also be, y'all know those arrowheads that the Native Americans used to chisel out of flint? Doesn't that also, when you turn it sideways, doesn't that also kind of remind you of one of those old ancient Indian arrowheads? Pardon my little freak out. I moved this finger and I nearly dropped the silly thing because it came off of the wax paper. Okay, so that's what that one looks like. Now let's move on to the white chocolate one and see if it actually matches the picture on the front of the packaging like that one does. Come on. The milk chocolate one was not being this difficult. What is your deal, white chocolate or white crema Christmas tree? Okay. So that's what that one looks like. Oh, let me move my fingers so you can actually see the trunk of the tree, which just tried to fall out of my hand before I even got it that far. It still has about the same look to it, and also this one actually looks more like an arrowhead. It seems like the white cream one has a bit more definition to it than the other one. But that could just be me. I don't know. Am I seeing things? Is the white chocolate one here, does it have better definition than the dark chocolate? It's a little hard to tell. Then again, I'm trying something a little different with the lighting in the recording booth today, in my office today. because the overhead light, it's been having this weird flickering thing going on with the bulb, and while I'm sure y'all don't want to see me sitting here like doing this review with a strobe light going on overhead, because personally I wouldn't want to see that, so I think y'all wouldn't want to see it either. And then we've come down to our, what's the word? When you're doing an experiment, you have the experiment, and then you have the other thing. The one that you don't do anything to, the base. No, whatever the heck it's called, that. But anyway, we'll move on to the regular one. You know, thinking on it now, I should have also tried to track down a white chocolate regular Reese's cup to see if there was a difference, but heck, we're here. If the camera's already rolling, let's just dive in with what we've got. So anyways, here's our regular Reese's cup. And what do you think? Chocolate or white chocolate first? Yeah, you're right. I should probably start with just the regular chocolate one to get things going. So, to your health, and bon appetit to myself. Just taking little bites for a moment. Okay. Really peanut buttery. I might just want to go ahead and show that off. Just how thickly they pack that peanut butter into these. That is a nice little holiday treat if you like chocolate and peanut butter, and especially if you like Reese's Cups, because, well, it's what it is. It's a Christmas tree shaped Reese's Cup. Okay. So, I like that. I like that one a lot, actually. Then again, I'm a huge fan of Reese's Cups to begin with. Considering I haven't tried the other one yet, not the mode, that word is going to be messing with me. If you know what I'm referring to, if you know the word I'm looking for, please leave it down in the comments below. For all we know, it'll come back to me by the time I'm done with the video. So I'm going to go ahead and take a bite of this one now. Put that up in front of the camera so y'all can see it before I take the bite. I feel kind of bad about biting into this one though. Oh, of course, as I was about to bring it up, it happened. You know how most of the time with these Reese's Cups, when you're peeling off the wrapper, it like takes off a chunk of that chocolate, the layer on the bottom? It almost did not do that. It was almost a perfect peel. But then I get to that part right there, and as you can see, it starts peeling away. It's only a little bit, so it's not too bad. Anyways, now to do our comparison. So I've had that one, I've still got the taste in my mouth. Now we'll have this one. Do a little side-by-side comparison so y'all can see the difference in how much peanut butter cream they packed in. And yes, so far there is actually a distinct difference. This one is a bit more chocolatey. But then again, that might just be because, there's literally less peanut butter to chocolate than there is in this one. And also, the peanut butter in this one is just a little bit creamier. It's a little bit smoother. Like, don't get me wrong. This one's good, but it's a little bit drier on the inside of this one. Might just be because, this one's been sitting around for a bit at the store before I bought it. For all I know, they could have been starting to pump these out around November. Which would explain why those ones have a shorter shelf life than these ones. Okay. So far, the only real difference I'm tasting is that there's a little bit more of a Hershey's chocolatey flavor to the little ones than there is for the Christmas trees. And now for the white chocolate crema. Crema, however you pronounce that, with the extra little hyphen above the last E. It was not bad. As I suspected, you get a lot of that white chocolate flavor. Pardon me for just a moment. I need a drink of water. Don't you hate it when that happens? You just take a simple drink of water, and just that one little droplet of water goes the wrong way. But anyway. And don't mind that vroom, vroom, vroom sound just now. I was getting a call from someone that I don't know. Anyway, dang, okay, so yes, I just took the bite of this. Sorry, that cough scrambled my brains and I couldn't focus on what I was trying to focus on. Yeah, as I was saying initially, you can definitely taste the white chocolate flavor, which was something that I had thought was going to be a thing. And let me do a quick little visual comparison. Well, it looks like they've got just about the same amount of that peanut butter cream on the inside. This is the one I need to drink. Excuse me. But just about the same amount of peanut butter on the inside of both of these, which would make sense because, you know, they probably just cut the same cake of peanut butter, the same shape of cake of peanut butter multiple times and just dipped these ones in white chocolate and these ones in milk chocolate. Okay, so now I'm going to compare this one against, let go of the wrapper, against this one. See if there's any discernible difference besides white chocolate, milk chocolate, and this one being more chocolatey. Okay. Oh, another thing I should mention, the puck of peanut butter in the middle of this one is just about the same level of dry as this one. Which again makes sense because, well, they've probably been sitting on the shelf around the same amount of time. Alright. Yeah, the only real difference between these two is obviously milk chocolate, white chocolate. And the only real difference between these two and these ones is that with these ones you get a bit more of that Hershey's chocolate, and with these two you get a lot more of that Reese's peanut butter, which would explain why I like the Reese's Christmas trees, Reese's pumpkins, Reese's eggs, why I like those better than a normal Reese's, because you get so much more peanut butter for your buck. Okay, so my verdict, ladies and gents, I would honestly probably just stick with the milk chocolate Reese's trees, if only because, for one thing, if you're watching your calories, they're 10 calories less. And also because, well, they just don't have that odd flavor you get with white chocolate. I just don't understand why it tastes so funky. It's still good. Don't get me wrong. White chocolate is still good in small doses, but it doesn't taste like chocolate. So if I were to put these on a kind of a tier list, I would say milk chocolate and then white chocolate, or you can just, not get white chocolate altogether and stick with the good stuff. And with that said, ladies, gentlemen, and all other manner of being, this is Oxleymations saying, Cowabunga, and jingle your jangle bells. Later.